I'm here. Sorry I'm late. Had to go check on the dog. But yes, I am here, Bree. I I'm sorry I'm late, so forgive me. I apologize. What time is it anyways? Oh, I missed 4 minutes. Late by 4 minutes. My dog started going bananas. Well, I hope you guys come and show up. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? So, having some craziness. Hopefully, everyone's having a terrific Tuesday. And so far, so good. Let me see if I can maybe go on my all this craziness here. Let's see my channel. Let's mute it. So see if we can share it. Let's see. All right. Hope everyone's having a good. Yay! Oh, well, that's me actually, because I'm watching from. I am watching from my laptop, so probably gonna get out of that one and go back to that one. So now I'm gonna have nobody in. Okay, so anybody have definitely down below if you don't make it in time. I'm sure you guys may see this later. But definitely comment below. I'd love to hear of anyone's trips coming up, whether it's to Disneyland or Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris or just anywhere. If you're going anywhere fun this year, I'd love to live vicariously through you. Sorry, my hair is kind of crazy. As I'm not sure we're going to be doing anything this year, or when or if we'll do anything. I don't know. Right now, life is a mystery here in Duckburg. So, yeah. Anybody? So, I had a wonderful, we met for Toastmasters. You know, I was talking about Toastmasters the other night. Um, and I really like it. And I'm really excited for this year because we got a new president and there's a little bit of a new direction that's going on. And yeah, so I think we're going to have a really good year. I think I'm going to be able to grow. I hope everyone in the club will be able to grow. So that will be nice. I like to see people grow with their confidence and just grow in general and make a positive, make their life a little bit more positive and make their weaknesses their strengths. Because we all have opportunities in life to be better than what we were an hour ago, a day ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. So, anyways, that is my dog in the background, the little clickety clack. So, I apologize for that. So, I know there's some people that are in Walt Disney World right now. So, that's fun times. And then, yeah, it's all good. And then the sounds of silence. We, the gentleman came over to measure our bathtub. So I'm kind of excited about that. That is going to be something that we're going to renovate this year, and it might take the whole year to do it, but we're starting with the bathtub and tile area, and then we'll work on the bathroom floor and tiling. We'll do most of the work. We just have to, except for the bathtub and the tiling for the bathtub and shower, only because we are not plumbers, and we want a professional who is a subject matter expert in the plumbing part. So, yeah, I'm excited to finally be working on our bathroom, our second bathroom, I should say. And then, let's see, and then hopefully this extra bedroom, which I'd like to turn into an office slash guest room, like our second office, more like for when I'm doing these, I can just go in there and do it in there instead of on the couch out here. And yeah, so I want to have a little studio, if you will. But I think in in that bedroom, we're gonna also do a pull-out couch, like a sofa bed, so that way, excuse me. So that way, if we have guests, since we're so close to the Disneyland Resort, um, we can actually have guests come in and they can have a nice bed. Because I want to make sure that when we do have guests, that they will have someplace comfy to stay, as opposed to our comfy couches, which they're comfortable, just, you know. And you know how yesterday I said I had 200 subscribers? Well, now I'm down to 196. So I'm sorry that, for those 4 people, that they didn't want to subscribe to us anymore. That's okay. We're not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. I mean, I'm probably more fun in person than I am on the interwebs. I don't know. I try to be entertaining, but maybe I could be just completely boring. Did anybody hear about Once Upon a Time? Season 7 is going to be the end of it. I'm bummed because I kept going in to look to see if Once Upon a Time was on, and or there was new episodes, because I watch it on demand. Because Friday night is not a good night for me for TV. And it hadn't been for a while because I was working nights and not getting home until late. And then even then, we'd eat dinner and we would usually wait until live PD came on. I'm not going to lie. So, or we would go out. Friday is like the killer. How do you kill a show? Put it on Friday nights. Yeah. A lot of people go out now. You want to keep a show, maybe put it on Sunday nights when everybody's home. Or keeping it on Sunday nights, ABC. So I think what happened with that, their viewership, you can't change the time, the day and the time on a show that has been Sunday nights at 8 o'clock at night or whatever it was for X amount of years, and then change it, and then, oh, well, now we're not getting that many viewers for, people forget. And there's a lot of, are you checking the on demand? I mean, are you calculating in people watching it on different devices at different times? Was that just the 2.49 million overall? Maybe people forgot that it's on because they usually watch it on Sunday nights. And then, yeah, I don't know. I really was liking this season 7, season 6 and 7 for Once Upon a Time. I thought they were doing a really great job, like breathing more life into it again, like giving it another life. The same, but different. So I don't know. I'm not a writer. I'm not a Hollywood person. I'm not any of that. And, what do I know? Hello out there. So, anyways, I'm sad that Once Upon a Time is going bye-bye. So, there goes one good show. So, hello, the Magic Geekdom. Welcome to our channel and this live Q&A. Do you have any questions that I can attempt to answer? If you have any Disneyland questions, now would be a time to ask. Or maybe if you're going to Vegas, I can't remember who's going to Vegas, who's going to Disneyland, who's going where, but definitely I need a spreadsheet just to keep track of everyone and all their fun that they're having. So, because everybody's awesome. We have a great hashtag Disney Ohana, you know that? Hello, hello, hello. What up, Brianna? Brianna's in the house. Now I'm getting obnoxious. You can smack me over the head one if you want. So, just about that. I hit a wrong button somewhere. So, okay, so everyone having a good night so far? Hope so. It's Tuesday. We're leading into Wednesday. So, anyways, I'm excited about this weekend. I don't know why, but I think I'm excited about the weekend every week. That's what I look forward to. So, we have a 3-day weekend coming up here shortly here in the States. The President's Day weekend. What is my favorite condiment? Well, that depends on what my favorite condiment is as to what food I'm putting it on. If I'm having some ribs, I like the barbecue sauce on my ribs. And then hot dogs, sometimes it's, I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you what. I really like to put Thousand Island dressing on my burgers, and I like to dip them in my fries. So I'm going to go, even though it's not technically a condiment, it's more of a dressing, I'm going to say Thousand Island dressing. I know some of you are going to say, ew, gross, but I know, that's me. That's me. What is my favorite Disneyland ride, Brie? I love the Jungle Cruise. We are considering a quick Disneyland trip this year. I like to get the park hopper, but with Paradise Pier closed, do you think it's even worth it to go to DCA right now? Yes. There is still stuff to do. And if you get a park hopper, that would be perfect because you can bounce over there for a little bit and then bounce back to Disneyland. So we always say it's good to do like one full day at Disneyland, one full day at, I know, with The Rock. Brianna said that they're making a Jungle Cruise movie. That should be interesting. So we usually say one, if you're like, it's good to stay 4 days. Like a good trip is about 4 days. One regular ticket for Disneyland, one regular day ticket for California Adventure, and then 2 park hopper days for the last 2 days. Just so that way you can bounce back and forth. But you want to spend one full day in Disneyland, one full day in California Adventure. But if you're limited on time, I would say it's still worth it to get the park hopper pass. So, yeah. Paradise Pier, really? The only thing that's going to be closed is the Sunwheel. Also, yes, it is still worth the park hopper pass. Just only parts of DCA is closed. Correct. That's what I was getting to. Brianna, thank you. Yeah, the Sunwheel is going to be closed, which really those are the swinging death trap. Matt likes it, but I don't know. That I call it the death wheel, but that's just me. Other people like that. I think the carousel, King Triton's carousel is closed, which you can go on the carousel at Disneyland. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the merry-go-round. And so the coaster is just going to be down. See, I prefer the swinging death trap versus the super high stationary ones. Fair enough. I get that. I understand that one. So, I don't know. The gondola thingies are kind of like, oh, I don't know about that. Makes me worried. Are they going to close it down during like a hurricane? Well, I guess they would have to during a hurricane, but like when it's majorly raining and crazy, that worries me. But I'll go on the swinging death trap. I don't, the stationary ones are, I don't know. It's still, I'm telling you. But you have Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. You have um, the not Superstar Limo because that hasn't been there in a really long time. Monstropolis, the Monsters Incorporated. Let's see, what's another one? Soaring Over the World, which if you've been to Walt Disney World, same thing, except for the ending is different. So instead of flying over Epcot at the end, it's going to be something California themed. If you, I don't want to give it away. But it's worth it to go through the queue and at least go on it once. I always say when we go to Walt Disney World, we go on the stuff that, even though we still have it, we'll go on it just to see if there's any differences. So, like our first time to Disney World, we um, went on all like the Jungle Cruise, the Tiki Room, all of that stuff that we still have because they mostly mirror each other, but at the same time, there's different nuances. Like, of course, like the Haunted Mansion, you're gonna go on because it's a different. It's the great thing. What I like about the Haunted Mansions, one, some of them are named a little different, like the Phantom Manor in Paris, but they are all in each a different theme land. They're not all in the same land, and they're not all themed the same. There's variances of it. So, um, one day I'm going to get to Paris. One day I'll get to the Asia parks. Uh, this day is not yet, but it's in my bucket list to do. So, let's see. But yeah, get a park hopper. I know I went on a whole tirade. Sorry about that. I guess I lost you guys. I'm sorry. Who's all here still? Hello. There we are. We're back. Yes. What's up, Manny? What's up? So, one of these days we'll get to the overseas park. Yeah. I don't know. One of these days. So, when do you guys know? Are you guys coming like during the spring or the summer or the fall? Because if you're going before, I think May or June, that's when Pixar Pier opens up, I think in June. So if you're going before then yes, it will be closed. But if you're going after that, it shall not be closed. It should be open. So, oh yeah, before May. Definitely what I'm going to suggest, I don't know if you've ever been to California or not, but just pack a light jacket or sweater because while it does get hot during the day, during the night, like during the evening hours to the nighttime, we do cool off. So sometimes I'm finding I need a little light jacket. So yeah, I think there was a few weekends ago, I should have brought a heavier jacket and we had to leave earlier. Like one of the few times. It was like 52 degrees. 52 degrees in California. Southern California, mind you, but still 52 degrees. I can see that in Northern California, but SoCal, not so much. Not so much. I should have brought my puffy jacket and I didn't. But in my car, I have about 3 to 4 different jackets. I have a sweater and a puffy jacket and a fake leather jacket, that's kind of, it's a little bit more light, and then like a light little jacket. So I have like 4 different options. I know, I'm sorry you guys about the snow. But that's why I live here, because at least I'd love to have different seasons. But that ain't going to happen here. And I ain't going where there are, because then that means that there's snow, and I don't do well in snow. So that's not happening. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know when we're going to go to Disneyland again. We were supposed to go this last weekend. And then we've decided to work on our bathroom. So we got our estimate on Saturday. The lady came. And then by Sunday, we had to have my husband's. Yeah. So you guys are kind of used to the Southern California weather then. So you kind of are aware of how it goes. It's so bipolar, and I hate to use that word, but it's the best way to describe the weather out here. It doesn't nearly get as cold, and we don't get snow um, down here in the flatlands. But man, it can be nice and warm, and you have to. The thing about Southern California too, or California in general, you have to dress in layers because in the morning it's freezing. Well, not freezing, but it's cold when you leave. And then by the time you leave work, it's like 80 degrees. And you're like, what the heck? So, and then so you're peeling clothes off during the day. That's the best way to describe it. I don't know what else, you know? So, well, I'm glad that you guys are coming and that'll be fun. I know you said it's a short trip, but it's always good to have a recharge and just get out there and have fun and just de-stress and everything else. So that way we can be ready to go for the world and have like a Disney charge, if you will. So, but how do you guys feel about Once Upon a Time going off the air? Do you guys watch that at all? Because I saw like something that the guy who plays Captain Hook posted something and people were replying to that. And I was like, well, that's odd. Was he leaving? And then I found out that Once Upon a Time, the season 7 is the last season. I mean, I kind of liked it. Never watched it before. Well, one day when you've got time and you want to watch Disney storybook stuff, then I know it was good, clean. It was a good, clean show, I thought. But that's okay. Maybe there's something new in the that's on the horizon. So I love how they have those story like Lost kind of got you a little lost because you had to keep up with the going forward, going backwards, where they're at. And that's kind of the same thing with Once Upon a Time because it's from the same guys. But with the fairy tale stuff, which is kind of neat because you're going back to the fairy tale thing, but then you're coming back to reality of now, and I don't know. Storytelling these days with shows is so much more in depth, so much it's giving people dimensions. Yeah, it's the same people that made Lost. So if you really like Lost, you'll probably really like this as well. So I didn't really get into Lost until like the closer to the end. I'd watch it here and there and kind of knew the premise because my mother-in-law liked it and a lot of my friends watched it. But I like the Once Upon a Time. They did a really great job with bringing the fairy tales and doing it that way. I mean, so when you got the time, the great thing is now you can just like practically binge watch if you wanted to and be not have to wait week by week, for the new episode to come out. But I'm kind of sad about that. And I don't know when we're going to Walt Disney World again because we just went and there's a lot of stuff happening. So we'll probably wait until a lot of the stuff is done. Construction. Binge watching is the preferred method. Yes, I agree. I love binge watching. So that's what's great about like Netflix. even though I don't have Netflix, but my best friend, one of my friends does. And so we just sat there and binge watched the first season of Fuller House when it first came out. I'm like, they're smart. Let people like just put it all out there and not have to wait week to week. Just binge watch. I mean, instead of having to wait for the next episode, because that's the most. Some people ain't got time for that. They'll forget. They'll whatever. You know, if you've got a weekend and you've gotten or you're sick, you want to just go straight next episode. Like I'm trying to I need to catch up on Poldark. And I didn't watch season 3 at all on PBS. So I need to catch up on that. And then I also I'm trying to watch, it's on Amazon Prime. What is it? It's The Adventures of Missy Maisel or something. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. She's this young Jewish gal from New York City in like the 50s or 60s, and she has 2 kids. Her husband divorces her, and he wanted to be a comedian, and she was always taking notes and wanted to help him pursue it. But then once she found out that he stole his act from Jack Benny, then I think it was Jack Benny, then he wanted a divorce because now you don't look at me the same or whatever. And she's the one that's really funny, and I think she's going to be like the comedian or whatever she's going to have. So, I don't know. I'm only on episode 4, 5, something like that, maybe 6, I don't know. But it's a cute show. But yeah. I'm glad that you guys came and sat with me and chit-chatted with me for a while. This it's fun. It's really cute. When you've got time, what I like about it is I can binge watch it. So I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes. I'm kind of in the middle of one of the episodes because I started it at my mother-in-law's house and then I haven't finished it yet. And like I know tonight is my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know what you guys are going to say. Trashy TV. It's killing your brain cells. Whatever. But it's my guilty pleasure. I like watching the Real Housewives of whatever. Because it does make me feel a little bit better about... Just because people have money doesn't mean that, you know, we all have our problems. So... But it makes me, I mean, with great money comes great responsibility. So, I do like Lisa Vanderpump. A lot of people I know love those shows. Yeah, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. And it is a little bit, can be trashy TV. I don't watch Dallas. Real Housewives of Dallas. I couldn't get into Real Housewives of Melbourne. I like New Jersey, even though last season was kind of Orange County, Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and sometimes Atlanta. So like the original, if you will. Oh, and New York. Sorry, I'm missing New York. I like New York. I like Bethany Frankel though, so anytime she's on, she's got my attention because she's a smart cookie, and she is a survivor of her circumstance. And if anyone should be a role model, it really should be Bethany Frankel for, you know, doing what she does and not being a victim. So there's so many times that she could have crumbled and she has not. So any dining reservations that you're doing or for your Disneyland trip? Or I would say Carthay Circle, which my friend and I went for my birthday, so there's a video. We have a video on our channel about our lunch there. And that actually happens to be the video, I think that, yeah, it's the video where we met up with 86.5. So, oh, you haven't finalized when you're going. Well, if you do go to the Carthay Circle, make sure you check out the menu a little bit closer to when you go, because it's a seasonal menu. That's what I was trying to say. And I don't know, Ariel's Grotto, which is being rethemed, to, I have no idea what they're going to retheme it to. Maybe Dory's. I don't know. That's a Pixar, right? Because that's Finding Nemo. That's another fish story. I don't know. But if you want to do like the World of Color dining package, I believe it's Carthay Circle, and it's the Cove. It used to be the, well, wherever the Cove Bar is, but it's not the Cove Bar. It's used to be Ariel's Grotto. I don't know. I can't keep up with everything. You know, this is like the, excuse me. This is like on the third it's the third version of the pier. So, I mean, for Pete's sake, we're on the second version of Mulholland. It's not even Mulholland Madness. It's Goofy Sky School now. So, you know, change is constant around Disney parks and parts of the world and all of that. So, this is nothing. This is just par for course. Got to keep moving forward. But keeps us on our toes and wanting to go back, right? So I'm just glad that, I feel bad for Hollywood studios or whatever it's being, Cinemagine or Cinemagic or I don't know. I love Mission Breakout, and we've been on all 6 of the songs. It took us 7 rides to get all 6, so we were lucky. But there are 6 different versions of that ride. Yeah, right? So we were one of the crazy people that waited like 3 or 4 hours the first day it opened. But we're pass holders, so we go all the time, and we were only going to go just to do that, and then we did that, and we got fast passes as well. So, you know, yeah, but you know what? To be honest, I haven't seen it. It's not going to be that long of a wait. It was only like that up until opening weekend. You know, to be honest, I can't remember all 6 of the songs, but I know that I think, is it Hunk of Burnin' Love? Hunk of Burnin' Love is one, and that's fun. They're all on the Guardians soundtrack, so I don't remember the other ones, but I do like Hunk of Burnin' Love. So, see, they're trying to make it different and interactive all at the same time, you know, making you want to go back and go on it. And then that way your experience, it's kind of like what they wanted to do with, was it Indiana Jones? Where not, every time you go on it's different, like Star Tours, you know? Not every time are you going to have the same experience, which is kind of cool. However, with Indiana Jones, they kind of failed on that, because you were supposed to be able to get one of 3 different doors, and then there was going to be different places in the thing that you'd be possibly go, and all these different selections. But you know, with technology, maybe the technology wasn't there, or the funds weren't there. So I heard, oh, you know what I heard today too, was that they scrapped that theater at Walt Disney World on Main Street, or right behind Main Street, to possibly scrapping the theater and using those funds for the monorail. Now, to me, they should have been thinking about this monorail situation at least 5 years ago. I was saying 10 to Matthew today, but you know, yeah. So I don't know. But the monorail situation. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, Magic Geekdom. You have a good one, okay? And maybe we'll see you in the parks when you come, because that'll be fun. We like meeting people with the same interests in the park, especially Disney and stuff. So who knows? Night. And with that, I think I'm going to conclude. And we'll see you guys on another night. Bye.